we're in need of a haul video.
So instead, we put this up.
And then we're going to do a haul video because I was going through this, editing some of the footage, and you don't get a good enough look at some things, especially the sunglasses, because we love a sunglass rummage. So we are going to do a haul. Be prepared. It's just that we're going to do this video first.
The problem is we're in the heat of the moment. And when we don't show the item fully, I think you get offended and you get emotional about it. So you like to give the people what they want.
I think we had like a couple of weeks of dry charity shops. They're just starting to pick up again a little bit.
Oh yeah, they are.
Or maybe it's us. Maybe it was just our peace of mind. What does that make sense? Maybe it was how we were
saying
feeling.
we were in a funk?
Maybe we were projecting our inward feelings towards charity shops.
How I'm going to go on record and say I don't do that, right? As a man, and any man listening will understand, we don't do that. Mm-hmm. You're a funky lady. Sometimes you get funky.
Just to clarify, that was a joke from Austin. Like, it's okay for men to get funky too.
If anyone doesn't take anything I say as jokes now, like, don't bother. I would go as far as say don't watch anymore.
Hello, look, I found an Aran cardigan. Once again, it was incredibly overpriced. No, it wasn't. It's not overpriced. It's priced accordingly to the piece. But I am on a quest. I'm on a venture to find a reasonably priced knit.
A reasonably priced knit?
It's reasonably priced, but one that I can, resell.
Basically, Aran knits are very, very good to resell. Anytime we find them, they're 25, 30, 40, 100,000 million pesetas, aren't they?
Yes.
They're a lot of money.
On a positive note, let's all go to the Key West with this fishy t-shirt.
Fishy is get hella. We won't do that. It's the wrong channel.
No.
Either way, it was a cool kind of, what do you call it? Like a tourist tee.
Vintage. They can do a very comfortable £20 to £25 over on the Depops. They can also they can sell on any platform.
Do you know I got that back out? I in my mind I was saying Bethany's gonna give me a real rollicking because I didn't show the price.
You need to get better at showing the prices and the labels. People have been requesting that we actually put the labels on screen because you're too fast.
I'm just like Grease Lightning.
Oh, I didn't actually say that, but I'm blaming you. Anyway, carrying on. I like this bar nowadays. It's right next to Marks and Spencer's, and it carries on.
Oh, shush.
It carries on the theme of luxury food halls equal and charity shops equals
shocks.
Good. This is a low alpine hiking bag. As you can expect, it is still in my kitchen.
Well, the thing is, I am known to most people who know me as a keen, if not professional hiker. Mm-hmm. Now, that being said, this is a serious piece of kit. It is actually, like you said, a what?
It's a backpack.
I don't hike, just to clarify. But I do know the brand, and I know that it's worth a lot of money.
They retail like $130 for this one. It's like the mid-size one. So they can go for variable prices based on condition, colourway, technical features, the amount of pockets.
But it's worth a fiver.
It was worth more than a fiver.
And what I was going to say, they do have these on the RAB, the kind of the all-weather coats, I guess you'd say, and jackets. They have them on their actual website. So they do have substantial value if new, and if in good condition, used.
Yes. Thank you for that, Austin.
No problem, Bethany.
He's showing you his backpack again. Well, it's a little bit of the condition issue to the bottom, but I'm sure that'll be fine for the hiking folks.
It is. I've actually tried this on, and you know what? It feels... You
tried that on?
Big time.
Oh, why was I not in the room?
I'll try on for you later, not a problem.
Okay.
Hiker vibes.
They call it Gorpcore.
Thumb in a lift.
I don't even know where that went. Anyway, there were also some Loke shoes. I don't know if you noticed in between that. Side buckle, like monk style, and they also have some trainers, which we're going to show you in a minute. It was £25 a piece. We hit up our Loke guy, and he gave us the lowdown. They're not bad.
The Loke down, if you will.
You want to pay a bit less, though, than 25, I'd say. We did also find these Dr. Martens. They're just the 1193744s. No, I don't know. They're just a classic, shoe. And they're black, and they're a size 7. They're in really good condition. They got barely any heel tread. They're $15. We've listed them for $65. They're universal, so they could be both women's and men's. Just to let you know, by my face, I'm just saying I do enjoy what I do. It's just
honestly, that's what I'm dealing with. That's what I was laughing at. That's why I wasn't saying anything. But that's what I'm dealing with either way. Actually, what I was going to say, though, was a lot of these are actually really cool shoes. I do like these, I must say. They feel very luxury. What I was going to say, going back to the funny statement you made about the reference number or the actual the style model of this shoe.
11893.
64.
I actually think that's what it is.
No, it's not.
I actually genuinely think that's what it is.
Okay, and I don't.
Anyway, any Dr. Martens are always worth picking up, except for some we saw in Glastonbury yesterday, which had a hole in the toe.
They were interesting.
Don't pick those up. Look, I found a plethora of red and pink items. Does anyone find that when they pick up things in charity shops, they like pick up palettes of colours? We do. We find that. Anyway, this is a toast smock top. I actually really like this. Pleated back, red, cotton. It was 15, which was like a tiny bit pricey. Obviously, there's profit in it, but it is pricey. That was a Windsor London knit. It looked a bit limp, like a sausage casing.
It looks drab, doesn't
like
it?
A sausage.
Did we buy it?
No, we
Thank
didn't.
God for that. I was just watching, thinking, I hope we didn't buy that because I was just going to murk it.
This is Isabel Marant, main label blazer with a red with a pink silk trim, $15, and that's going to be listed for 150 just because it has slight condition issues in terms of not issues. It's been worn.
I had a message this week. I'm just thinking, Isabel Marant just reminding me. I had a message this week, and if you are listening or watching, well, I'm afraid I'll go back to my old statement. You can bite me. Someone was telling me that how far along Italy was compared to regular full label Isabel Marant. Or Marant, and I just said no, it's not up for discussion. That's like the one is higher than the other, one is more expensive than the other. You can just check online, you can check historically. What? And it was a back and forth. I said, you know what, I can't have this conversation anymore. Thank you ever so much for watching. And I had to finish it that way. So if you are that person.
Italy, Isabel Marant Italy, it's a lovely brand, and it
is lovely.
Great influence from mainline, but it is a diffusion, it's cheaper, it's lesser.
I think Google can be a horrific thing for some people, because I think, you only have to read a post on a forum, and apparently that's like set in stone, that's fact.
That's what we always say about authenticating using online guides. You have to check if they're in date, you have to check what bag they're talking about, from what season, from what year, from what designer.
Really good points.
Because they all vary, and it was all changing rapidly every single day, and you authenticity guide and a Chanel handbag from 6 years ago is pointless.
Yeah, unless you're authenticating a bag from 6 years ago.
Yeah, or you have that bag in hand.
Think about it, just on a basic level. What are these first? Talk to me.
Cos jeans, low rise, cropped. They're sort of like, I think they're cool. I think they got a cool vibe. They give me cool vibes.
Acid wash.
Yeah, stone wash, no, acid wash. Like a grey black. I just think they're very wearable. £8.50.
I love the ghosted logo, rather than a label. I think that looks cool.
They use that on current season jeans, and
nice.
I think that's what helps, all jeans sell quite well. But we've been selling jean shorts from Cos quite well.
Do you think some people listen to us and think, what the hell are they talking about when we talk about things like that? Like, as in the reference, what we enjoy and what we don't?
Yes, but from the same perspective, I think it's interesting to hear other people, and then someone might say, actually, I really like the Cos logo.
Yeah.
And you find your people.
I'm with you. Going back to what I was saying was, think about it. If there's been a bag out for example, from Louis Vuitton for like 10 years, right, which there's been lots more which have been out a lot longer, you don't think those guys who can like pretty much fake anything at this point I wouldn't have faked it if Louis Vuitton didn't change anything.
No, I know.
Like they change things all the time for that reason, to stop the counterfeiters and to be able to kind of mess with them. And that's why. So it's just a case of knowledge and knowledge, I guess.
Side note, £8.50 for those jeans. And I would expect to get between 35 and 40 buckaroos back.
What kind of currency is buckaroos?
It is the universal currency of the world.
Right, okay.
So, instead of saying euros and dollar, you just say buckaroos.
Covers up everything. I'm like crypto. You can use in any country,
includes Bitcoin, yeah.
Yep. Is it encrypted?
Yes, 100%. Found this DeSignal coat, £12. I would have paid £12, but I felt it was a little bit warm.
It's a cool coat.
It was warm. The more crazy the DeSignal, the better the DeSignal.
I think, you know what? The only thing I would say about this is the colours. It's quite drab colour-wise for DeSignal, even though the embroidery and stuff's cool. No, it's true, don't you think?
Yeah, but I think that also makes DeSignal wearable when it's a little bit muted.
Okay.
Didn't see you pick this up. Not going to lie to you. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Well, I picked it up.
It's Nicole Farr. Am I going to talk about it then?
Do you know what's really... Yeah, go on. No, it's
What's
just...
really annoying is you bought that for 50p, which I didn't realise. The next shop, we found some Nicole Farry sunglasses.
I said that to you.
But they were prescription.
Yeah, I know, but I said that to you. Oh, I can't even...
But I didn't see you pick that up, so how would I make that connection? I just thought you were being crazy.
How can you not see what I pick up?
I don't watch you. I do.
I watch you.
I don't stand there spying on you. I let you do you.
I'm concerned what this thing is on the floor. It looks like someone's leaked.
For God's sake, can we not get through one video about some weird reference? Oh God. Anyway, next shop. This is I don't know what charity shop it is. It's on Froome Central High Street. If that helps.
You say every time you walk into a charity shop, you give the name and like the location. Like,
because I always
I
find
dropped
that
it. You left that in on purpose, didn't you?
yeah, I always find it really helpful if people did that, because then when I go to like I don't know, Manchester, then I know which ones I'm going in. Which it's helpful.
Well,
it's like a guide.
I can't even. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
So they can.
Not
So
at all,
if you
no.
I really want to go in that one that you went in and you found the Gucci sunglasses, and I'd be like, yeah, just go back on the video and I tell you it was a St. Bernard's.
Okay.
See, I'm just trying to be as helpful as possible.
You are very helpful.
I'm spreading good deeds.
You are.
Anyway, this used to be a really good charity shop. You used to get loads of designer.
Oh, so much.
Hasn't been like that for years.
I would actually say this was the standalone in Froome as regards luxury.
But they got good
It wasn't though.
stuff.
It wasn't that expensive.
But like 50 quid for a dress.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
This is Joseph Ribkoff. We're not picking him up a lot at the moment. However, on reflection, this was donning. Pinstriped, like maxi tailored coat. That's cool.
I love the front and back split. Like that's special. Like as in it would move with the legs. It's
I
just
thought
cool.
Bananas instantly. Banana split. Right, Sister
I'm
Jane.
the one who just talks rubbish.
Sister Jane, underrated, extremely underrated. Sell it in Harvey Nichols. Sell it.
There you go. Look, there's a label.
They play themselves down because they sell it on ASOS also. But they do sell it in Harvey Nichols. The bigger the floof at the moment. Big floofs from Sister Jane, like tall, pleated, ruffled.
Explain what a floof is.
Like you know, like meringue
Material?
dresses, like tulle dresses, you know, big ones, fluffy ones.
Poofy.
Poofy.
Right.
However, Sister Jane's a great brand, but especially like party dresses, occasion wear, anything like that. We pay £6 and I've listed that for 80 or 70. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Retail on Sister Jane. Explain to me.
2, 3, 4, 500.
Yeah, so it's a massive brand as regards retail. It's a cool one to remember. Like I said, all joking aside, I did show the label, and it's one of those things you put in your brain. Remember it, don't forget it.
Sister Jane. Think of like a nunnery. Sisters, you know, or Sister Act.
Or if you know someone called Jane and she got a sister, just remember that sister.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more of a long shot, I grant you.
I do make up stories in my head sometimes to remember things. At this point, I got a headache. But
you're losing your mind, aren't you?
It looked like I was like manifesting or like I was doing some kind of ritual, so I left it in.
You're still doing it. Like,
I'm going to do it as a thumbnail because I just think it's funny.
Look, like I can't deal with you anymore. Like
you
just
give me a
forget
tension
about it.
headache.
Do I?
Yeah, I got one right now.
I'm not saying nothing the whole video.
Anyway, digging the baskets. Right, we're going to go to the baskets in a minute. And I want to talk about baskets because we've become quite weirdly known for digging in baskets. And I don't know why. I think everyone does it. But Austin and myself love
Look at that.
sunglasses basket. This is a Gucci sweatband.
Wow.
This is in here for anyone who says, but it's got tags.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to show you the tag, which was really annoying because I couldn't get into that one. I was like, oh, there's another new one there with tags. I'll get that one out. And I dropped the thing in there, which is even more awkward. But when I realised this one didn't have a tag, which was more annoying.
So anyway...
these are Gucci headbands, or not Gucci headbands,
they
as you say.
They fake tags, they fake Certi logos, they fake QR codes.
They fake it all.
Hang tags.
They just use these...
outer packaging, labelling, boxes, tissue paper, anything that comes with things, receipts. Now, receipts is a big one because a lot of people have been coming to us recently and saying, it's got the receipt. People fake receipts. Receipts are there was a massive thing a few years ago with Selfridges receipts. They were being faked like up the woohoo. Anyway, we're looking in this basket. We do find these. These are Oakley sunglasses in a basket, £3.50. They're like the plastic wraparound ones. But I think all Oakleys are like that. If If you get the over the head ones that literally fit over your head like a skull cap,
These are made in the US, by the way.
they're £4,000. These are not. These are hijinks sunglasses made in the US. They got the Oakley side O's or what?
Yeah.
O's.
Do you know what's really, really annoying?
£3.50.
£3.50.
£60.
What's really annoying is one of the videos previously to this, you saw me, Austin, pick up a Oakley oversized sunglasses case, and Bethany mugged me off and said, "Why would we even need that? Blah 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 blah." Because we never. I said, "Well, maybe might find a pair of glasses." Not only have we sold that in between, but we also found a pair of glasses too. So anything you'd like to say on that matter?
We paid £3.50 for the glasses case, and we sold it for 20.
I want to say 22.
22 maybe, around there. These are the Nicole Fari sunglasses we found. They're actually really cool. They got a Y2K vibe. They're £3.50. They would have done a comfortable £40 to £50. I tried them on because I got this new trick, right? A brilliant trick. We once bought a pair of Yves Saint Laurent sunglasses.
You can see through that actually. They look
from the 70s. And we didn't try them on or anything like that. And we bought them. We paid them up on a little bit. We got home and they were literally like, I can't believe how
don't they say
strong
like
milk,
the end of milk bottles? That's like
they were
milk bottle
thick.
glasses. Yeah.
Anyway, so you can have lenses replaced, and it wouldn't put me off. I've sold Gucci sunglasses this year with prescription lenses
Cartier,
in,
actually. We
and
sold Cartier
I've
as
sold
well.
them for over £200. So it's not a bother, because people will get them replaced based on the frames. However,
but when you're buying the price you're willing to pay should be based on whether they are or aren't.
So what I do is I try on every single pair of sunglasses that we buy.
Yeah,
it's
good.
my new thing. And they were prescription sunglasses, and the profit wasn't big enough for me to be... I don't think they're like a sought after frame in which someone would go through a lot of trouble to change the prescription. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I also think as much as they're a decent brand, I'm not going to lose sleep about not picking them up.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Although, if I'd known you had the case, that would have swayed me maybe a little bit.
Oh, God. What I'm going to say in future, as a teacher once said to me, pay attention.
Pay attention.
You know what I mean?
Sorry. I am sorry about that. I mean, I it's bad
I wouldn't go as
behaviour.
far as say disgrace, but
But-
you're on the peripheral.
Did we pick up a sunglasses case today? No, we bought sunglasses. No,
Sunglasses. Yeah, we bought Chanel case today.
we got Chanel case. Anyway, we'll show you
Over
that
on our
later,
Instagram if you want to go and see it.
at the Luxury Pickers.
We picked up 2 pairs of Tom Ford Gucci glasses too.
We did.
That was a vibe.
That happened. Right, we popped over to Oxfam. Love Oxfams. Big up on Oxfams. Love them to pieces. People, give them a rap.
Like proper Oakley vibes this day, wasn't it?
£1.99. It is a canvas belt, which is very Y2K in its own thing. People are wearing stringers belts at the moment. Like, this is a vibe, right? One of those double hoopy things. I never know how you use them because I always think they're just going to come undone.
You can do loads of different ways, to be
But
honest.
I always think that's going to come undone. But this buckle was so heavy. If you'd been whacked around the head in that, instant death.
I mean, I don't know if they're used as weapons per se.
You could, though.
But you could, yes. I mean...
Nunchucks. Like, you could swing that around your head and
what you do get here from Luxury Pickers is nothing but luxury fashion and knowledge.
No, and comedy and entertainment. Anyway, it was $1.99. How much would you expect back for that? I reckon that's got a good
35.40?
resale in it. How many?
35.40.
See, that's good, isn't it, for an Oxfam?
You seem shocked. Yeah, it is.
No, I'm not shocked at all. I'm.
Do you know what? For 2 reasons. One, Oakley is all joking aside, is one of those brands that is specifically kind of like more that kind of Y2K era.
Yeah.
Like that's when it was really kind of the glasses.
Popping.
Yeah, end of it 90s, early 2000s. And that style.
And it falls into Gorpcore. It falls into Y2K. It falls into cargo pants.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, even the color, the kind of like
Green.
No, it's like khaki green, isn't it? But that is very that kind of cargo pants kind of vibe.
Tonal.
Yeah, exactly that.
Actually, part of Gorpcore is the colour palette. Did you know that?
Thieves will be prosecuted by all accounts.
Yeah, well, watch yourself. Gorpcore is actually, the term Gorpcore does include a colour palette, neutral colour palette. That is the description of Gorpcore.
Which, I mean, to be honest, I think is absolute, you know what, because...
I don't know. I think that makes sense.
Would you agree like North Face and ACG and things like that would be part of Gorpcore?
No, that's like streetwear.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
they're all. Oh, I can't even
the
bother.
gorp core is a fashion movement. It's not a practical thing. You could be a
You're
hiker.
saying no.
You could be a hiker
can't
and wear a
even bother.
yellow North Face, but we wouldn't be repping the gorp core style aesthetic.
I disagree.
You would just be hiking.
I disagree.
No, that's fact. I read the description.
I'm happy to disagree with facts.
Okay, well, you need to get on Wiki.
Speaking of which, look at this.
Okay, tell me about it then.
LL Bean, vintage, oversized. The cool thing about this was, not that it was a double X, I think it was, or maybe an XL.
It was cool.
But it was... See,
Oh,
why
is
am
that
I
what you-
talking about it? What, like, honestly, why do I bother? Oh, talk about this. Oh, I'll just really ruin the punchline. Shut up. God. I tell you what, when you talk about something on the screen for a change,
How much was it?
several £1,000s.
How much?
It was. I don't know. I have no idea. I moved on.
Okay. How much would you expect to get for one of those on like any given platform?
Do you know what? I wouldn't. I'd give it away for free because if it meant I didn't have to work with you any longer, I would give everything away for free
I'm
today.
being serious. This is a reselling channel. Come
Okay.
on.
I reckon we would. You're probably talking about £35, maybe £40, depending on the day, the time, the year. No, I'm joking. About 30. Yeah, £35, £40.
It's also
It's a vibe of a colour.
It's vintage.
I showed you, but you were so uninterested.
Yeah, I was really uninterested.
It's also vintage, which is kind of cool for LL Bean.
Colombia do these ones, moisture wicking ones.
you
or
see a lot of
ones
those,
with,
yeah.
UV in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one in the Florida. They're very popular to walk around the Disney parks. They've got like sunscreen in them. Why are you laughing?
They don't actually have sunscreen. They have kind of UV protection.
Yeah.
The same as sunscreen.
Yeah.
They don't have like blotches of sunscreen or
Yes, they do.
anything.
They're £6 that was actually. So £6 into 35 if you're interested.
Yep.
Anyway,
Probably still there though.
I just want to show how tall that rail was. Look how that's a
Do
stretch.
you remember you did that post about the rail being tall? And to
Yeah,
be honest, a lot of people had issues with tall rails.
Yeah, honestly.
That guy had an outstanding vintage polo hat, by the way.
Yeah.
Side note.
Have you ever offered anyone anything like for them?
That I think you might. I don't know if you catch it on camera. You're looking at me because you can see I'm looking at something. I keep looking over the guy, not in a weird way, but I'm admiring his hat, and I was a bit like, shall I, shan't I? But I've never put anything up anyone's back. Actually, have we?
Tenner?
Have we?
No,
No, I'd have paid him with that.
you did steal that lady's shoes once.
I'm not going back there.
Anyway, this is a cat's pair shop. No, is it cats and dogs? I think it's for all animals. And this one is actually very good as well. Most of the time, I found some trousers which I'm going to fling over the rail in T-1 second. These are I can't pronounce it, haven't I? These are Lourdes Bagada, right? And these are a real drop crotch. Look at them, drop crotch, oversized. This is summing up Lagan look. Cropped, literally the crotch is by your ankles.
Yeah, I agree.
100% linen, obviously in that really popular muted green colour. They had one dot mark on them, which we discovered when we got home, but I don't think it will affect the value too much, so I would expect 60, 70 back for those. Paid £4, I think £5 for them.
Do you know this mug?
This mug, I wouldn't have normally picked it up, however,
I know this is going.
it was £2. It's a Rob Brown mug, and I actually like picking them up when they come in sets of 2 or 3 or 4. But I had this mug and I bought it for like 50 pence.
Oh, God.
And Austin opened the boot, smashed it on the floor.
Honestly, she doesn't let things go ever.
So I had to rebuy it just so that Austin had to look at it and remember what he did.
I'm going to take a hammer to this one just to prove a point.
£15 back on that, which is obviously a profit margin we don't like to play with too much. However, I thought I would tell you the story.
I think you picked it up just to solely talk about that to people and let people know that I did that. I agree.
I might keep it just so you have to look at it every day. This is another J.W. Anderson piece. Love selling J.W. Anderson by Uniqlo. It sells quite quickly for us.
It does actually, yeah.
That wasn't very J.W. Anderson. So we like to pick up the more chory stuff, the more monogram stuff, anything that was embroidered, anything which has a real style aesthetic that leads back to mainline J.W. Anderson.
I would say here, stand-up pieces.
Stand-up pieces. What is that? Move on, Austin. That would look like a Rudy's. I found this book about pasta. If anyone ever wants to give me anything, the books on pasta.
If anyone else wants to go picking at all, let me know because this is currently what I'm doing whilst picking.
It had all the shapes of pasta in.
And then we found an invoice.
Yeah, someone used an invoice as a bookmark. crazy. That is Froome. It was a bit of an unhinged one. We're feeling unhinged at the moment, but in a good way. We're feeling positive. We're feeling motivated. We're feeling inspired.
We've got some seriously good content coming up, unlike this today.
Yes.
We've got a haul tomorrow, I think, if I can drag Bethany through the motions. And we have some, like I said, we have a lot of different bits and pieces coming up soon. So we will see you on the next one tomorrow. Bye.